Yeah, Gilbert Aldape rolling that car 5, 6, maybe 7 times off of the banking in turn number 3 in Alta Wednesday night. Of course, got out under his own power, was fine, able to get that car back together, and he is here tonight at the new Raceway Park, fueled by Total Motors of Lamar's. We'll see how that car runs. Jesse Ford drops the green, and we're racing. And it is going to be a 3A of Austin Honeycutt, as he is going to take the early advantage. As looks like the gauge, cluster gauge, Riesdorf opting to start in the back. Oh, a little bit squirrely, the 28 R of Trent Reed from Missouri Valley. But it is going to be a 3A of Austin Honeycutt leading. Ramsey Meyer, that's a new car for him tonight. He is going to take second, Trent Reed in third. Fourth is going to right now go to the 51.
Chris Steckler.
Yep, Chris Steckler. And then you've got the 8 of Tyler Strickland, rounding out your top 5.
Ramsey Meyer currently in the second place spot with a new car after taking a heavy hit to the front stretch wall a couple weeks ago. But he's chasing down the 3A Austin Honeycutt right now. He's closing that gap with every lap. He's got a couple laps yet. He's got going to be 3 laps to go this time by. He may have enough time to actually make a run. He's closing it in turn number 3. The 3A of Austin Honeycutt slides up a little bit. Little more of a closing of the gap for Ramsey Meyer. He's going to duck to the inside this time. Austin Honeycutt still able to hold him off this time out of turn number 2. Drives a little bit of a way of Ramsey Meyer. So let's see if Ramsey Meyer will be able to make a charge going into turn number 3. He does a little bit, but off of turn number 4, coming to 2 to go. Austin Honeycutt still holding him off.
Austin Honeycutt getting a very emotional feature win just a few weeks back. And who did he beat for that feature? None other than Ramsey Meyer. Ramsey Meyer actually having sponsors on this car, unlike the black car. He is still sitting in second, trying to find a way to get around the 3A of Honeycutt. Honeycutt, however, a little bit better off of the high side. They're going to sail it down in 3 and 4. Meyer trying to go to the inside, not going to happen, as Honeycutt's going to pull away coming out of 2. They're going to sail it down one more time. One more chance for Ramsey Meyer to get by the 3A of Honeycutt. Not going to do it. Austin Honeycutt's going to win. Ramsey Meyer in second. Trent Reed in third. Fourth to the 51 of Chris Steckler. And Gilbert Aldape, apparently not too much wrong with that car. He is going to finish in 5th.
So the 3A of Austin Honeycutt able to hold off the 21R of Ramsey Meyer. He's been doing pretty good for himself this past couple of weeks. Ramsey is not an easy one to hold off.
Words.
Yes, words.
Now, something interesting also, ladies and gentlemen, top 3 in each heat here in the M&T Motorsports Murder Hornet Sport Compacts will go into a dash for cash later tonight. Money being put up, and it's a winner-take-all event. So that'll be happening a little bit later tonight.
That's right. I just now remembered that as you reminded us. Thank you, PJ. Looks like we're getting the sign for going green. Next time by, the 50S of Brandon Fedler will set our pace going into turn number 2 and down the backstretch as Doug Vermillion to his outside as they will lead our way to the green flag nice and slow.
Slowly rolling into turn number 3, Fedler and Vermillion. Jesse Ford looks him over, likes what he sees, and we are green. And they're going to be side by side down the front stretch. Cheyenne McCauley looked like she might want to push it 3 wide, but thought better of it. Vermillion on the high side. He is going to take over the lead. Here comes Anthony Clark to the outside of Fedler. He is going to now take it up to second. So it is going to be Vermillion, Clark, Cheyenne McCauley. Now she goes to the outside. She'll take over that 3rd place spot. And then 4th's going to go to Fedler. And 5th up for grabs right now as you have Brown and Bremer battling it out side by side. But all of this happening behind the lead battle. That is Doug Vermillion and Anthony Clark.
We got 3 sets of battles all across track. Way out front, we got Anthony Clark to the inside of Doug Vermillion. Cheyenne McCauley finally gets around the 58, or the 50S of Fedler to get the 3rd spot as the 71 is going to come up on the 50S of Fedler. Meanwhile, battle for the lead still going on between Vermillion and Anthony Clark as they go side by side. Drag race down the front stretch. Close, but I believe Anthony Clark had him at the line as they go into turn number 1. But Vermillion's going to have the run on the high side going down the backstretch.
as Anthony Clark, still a half a car length advantage, cannot quite get clear of Doug. Actually, Doug Vermillion with a half a car length advantage over Clark. Sorry, got that flip-flopped. At the line, it is once again Clark with a half a car length advantage. So Clark getting a better run coming off of 4. Will that make the difference between who wins and who finishes second? Jesse Ford has the white flag in the air. Anthony Clark now clears Vermillion. Vermillion going to try and turn, go down the hill. Nothing shaking, bacon, as it is. 1 lap to go. Anthony Clark with the lead. Doug Vermillion still in second, trying to stay in step with the 8A. Clark able to gap Vermillion by just a bit. A little bit further back, 4th and 5th still up for grabs between Fedler and Bremer. But through 3 and 4, it's going to be Anthony Clark with the win. Doug Vermillion in second. Third's going to go to Ms. Cheyenne McCulley. 4th to the 71B of Gary Bremer. And Brandon Fedler's going to round out your top 5.
So Anthony Clark rounding out your heat race win with Doug Vermillion to the second spot. Cheyenne McCulley making her way to the outside to get the 3rd place spot. Well, remind me quick, BJ, was the 71B ahead of the 50S?
Yes, he was. The 71B will take 4th. Your 3rd and final row will see 2nd place man at points. Your defending track champ, that is the 69V of Danny Vanderveen. And he's only been here once this year. He races Eagle Raceway and I-80 Speedway on a weekly basis. Also a big supporter of the Holiday Horsepower Drive. That is the 16W of Bryce Walker.
So come to the green this time by. Jesse Ford gives him the green flag, and we are racing once again in heat number 3. Quick to the inside is Arturo Garcia to the inside. Don Tank on the high side trying to chase him down. Oh, contact going into Colin Gossage, acting like a pinball out there. He keeps it straight. We're going to keep going unless he can't get it going. He's slow in turn number 2.
Oh, looks like he got a little bit of a loose and push at the same time. Got into the 35X of Connor Brown. And I don't know if something broke or what, but the result is the 21M of Colin Gossage sits there, no fire under that hood at the exit of turn 2.
All I remember seeing over there is red car, left, right, left, right.
Don Tank, 87 years old, still works on the car himself, loads and unloads the car himself, drives it, and still has time to run Bobcat Speedway, the go-kart track in Blanco, Iowa. You talk about a guy that can do it all at his age. What an amazing story. Been running here for a lot of years, still loves it. We're back to green. Arturo Garcia with a slight advantage going into 1. Oh, look at this. Danny Vanderveen, he's going to split the difference. He is going to get by Garcia. He is going to get by Tank. New leader Vanderveen, as Vanderveen's going to come through 3 and 4 and lead lap number 1. He knows he has got to prove early that he is going to be able to take it to the 21R of Ramsey Meyer, as he has a lot of points to make up if he wants to get back-to-back titles. It is Vanderveen, Tank, Brown, Garcia, and Walker, your top 5.
Battle for second going on as Connor Brown dives to the inside of Don Tank, going down the front stretch. We're side by side. Connor Brown just edging him at the line for that second spot, but Don Tank's going to run around the high side, build up the momentum down the backstretch. Car length advantage now as he goes down the backstretch into turn number 3. What does Connor Brown have for him? As he's going to dive to the inside once again. But Don Tank holding that momentum on the high side. Battle also for the 4th and 5th spot between Garcia and Walker. All well behind your leader who has checked out on this heat race, Danny Vanderveen.
Yeah, Danny Vanderveen's going to see 2 laps to go as he has over a full straightaway advantage over that battle for second between Don Tank and Connor Brown. Tank still able to hold Brown off. Garcia in 4th, still able to hold off Bryce Walker. Walker now going to try and sling it in. A little bit of a push. That is a Chevy Cobalt versus all the Cavaliers, and the handling is way different on that car. Danny Vanderveen takes the white flag through 1 and 2 one more time as he's going to sail it down the backstretch. Barring anything wonky going on, he is going to win your 3rd and final heat race, and indeed, he comes through 3 and 4. Danny Vanderveen, your Heat 3 winner. As we wait, do 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 Connor Brown's going to be second. Third to Don Tank. Fourth, Arturo Garcia and Bryce Walker will round out your top 5.
Danny Vanderveen out there putting on a clinic in this heat race between the rest of the field. Connor Brown holding on to second above Don Tank in third. Fourth went to Arturo Garcia, and rounding out the field was a 16W of Bryce Walker.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the first feature of the night here on O'Reilly Auto Parts Night. That is going to be your M&T Motorsports Sport Compacts. And we're going to go right straight to racing. Actually, wait a minute, folks. This is a dash for cash. My bad. Danny Vanderveen with the early lead. Connor Brown in second. Battle is on between Anthony Clark and the 21R of Ramsey Meyer for third and fourth. Remember, this is a winner-take-all event. 5 more laps to go. Danny Vanderveen with the lead. Connor Brown shuts the door on the 8A of Clark. And now it's going to be Clark. It's going to be Brown, Clark, and Meyer. Second, third, and fourth. But for right now, it is still all Danny Vanderveen up front. He is going to see 3 laps to go towards the money, ladies and gentlemen.
3 laps to go, and we got Connor Brown trying to hold off Ramsey Meyer, who looks to the high side, but Anthony Clark to the inside of him, and Ramsey with a little bit of a drive down the backstretch, but Connor Brown's holding them off, but out way in front is the 69B of Danny Vanderveen. Still a 3-car battle for the second spot now.
White flag's going to come out. 1 lap to go for Danny Vanderveen. The battle is still on for second, third, and fourth, as it is going to be Brown, Meyer, and the 8A of Anthony Clark. Trent Reed rounding out the top 5, but ladies and gentlemen, he's going to take all the money home. That's the 69V of Danny Vanderveen. Connor Brown in second. Third's going to go the 21R of Meyer. Anthony Clark in fourth, and the 28R Trent Reed rounding out top 5. And to the inside, the 7G of Gilbert Eldape.
Row number 6 looks like this. We got the 71B to the outside. That is Gary Bremer. And to the inside is that 21R of Ramsey Meyer.
Row number 5 to the outside. That's the 69V of Danny Vanderveen, the winner of the Dash for Cash. And to the inside, the 8A of Anthony Clark.
Row number 4 looks like this. We got to the outside, 35X of Connor Brown. And to the inside is Miss Cheyenne McCauley in the 14C.
Row number 3 to the outside. The 3A of Austin Honeycutt to the inside. That is the 28R of Trent Reed.
Row number 2 to the outside is the number 1 of Don Tank, and the inside is 72 of Doug Vermiglia.
Your front row to the outside, Arturo Garcia in the 5A. 51 of Chris Steckler. On the inside, we are green. And it is going to be Arturo Garcia with the early advantage as he is going to head down, but now he's in the middle of 3 wide. Vermiglia, Garcia, and Reed. And it is going to be Doug Vermiglia. He is leading the charge right now as they come out of turn number 4. Doug Vermiglia will lead lap 1.
In second place now is Miss Cheyenne McCauley, and she went in the middle of that pack of wild dogs. A hornet's nest still going through turns number 2. As we got about 6 cars battling for one position. Anthony Clark now to the inside of Cheyenne McCauley battling for the second spot. Having some momentum on the high side, she's going to stay side by side with Clark. Clark a little advantage going into turn number 1. Still a massive hornet's nest going into turn number 1 with Eldape to the high side. Austin Honeycutt now a 3-wide battle, making almost a 4-wide battle as the 28 of Trent Reed poked his nose in the end of the middle of that. But still a battle for second is your highest up battle. A battle for third was Danny Vanderveen takes third over Cheyenne McCauley.
Doug Vermillion still leading, holding off a hard-charging Anthony Clark. Danny Vanderveen, fastest car out here right now as he is whipping that car like a running government plow mule, trying to catch up to Anthony Clark. He wants to throw his name in the lead battle. Cheyenne McCulley still sitting in fourth. The caution is out. Oh, the 13, the Gage cluster, Gage Riesdorf. He is sitting the wrong way down there at the bottom of turn 2.
I saw him bobbling around over there in turns number 1. Thought he got it back going, but nope, he's sitting over there in turn number 2, talking with the official and the MedStar official down there as he's parked in a bad spot. You don't want to park there, PJ.
Yeah, it's blocking about half that radiator off. We'll keep an eye on it, though. We are 2 laps down, 8 laps to go here in your M&T Motorsports Murder Hornet Sport Compacts. Doug Vermillion going to lead him back down. Anthony Clark with a great run as he is going to take over that lead. Vanderveen on the outside of the 72. Oh, and Don Tank hard into the wall in 1.
We are red, we are red. That was a hard hit by the elder statesman Don Tank.
MedStar
Hard
Rescue
hit.
Unit, Johnny on the spot, but that was a whole lot of impact for the 1 of Don Tank. Officials and MedStar Rescue Unit checking on the 1 of Don Tank right now.
The 69B of Danny Vanderveen starting on the outside of that, and your top 5 rounds out with Cheyenne McCulley to the inside. And is that the 35X of Connor Brown?
That indeed is the 35X of Mr. Connor Brown.
It's a blue 35, so I was a little confused. All right, we're going to come green this time by. Jesse Ford ready. Green's in the air. We're going racing off of turn number 4. Not the best start Doug Vermillion had, but great start for Anthony Clark and Danny Vanderveen as they're both to the inside of Doug Vermillion. 3 cars battling for the lead. Clark just driving away from him now as he got a great run down the backstretch. Doug Vermillion to the high side. Gilbert Aldape sliding up high. Cheyenne McCulley at 4th now as we got a battle for the 5th spot. Connor Brown to the inside of Gilbert Aldape and Ramsey Meyer almost clocking the wall coming off of turn number 2. Side by side for the 5th spot. Gilbert Aldape up high, Connor Brown on low. He's going to turn it down. We're going to have a 3-car battle for the 4th spot.
Second place up for grabs right now. It is Vermillion and Vanderveen going side by side. Cheyenne McCulley still sitting at 4th place spot. Here comes Ramsey Meyer. Power move to the inside. He is going to get his name into that hat. It is McCulley, Aldape, Brown, and Meyer going for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. As Vanderveen now going to clear the 72 of Vermillion to go to 2nd. Now let's see if he can get up there and possibly see if he can run against the 8A of Anthony Clark.
Gilbert Aldape every which way but straight going down the backstretch as he clocked the wall, clocked Ramsey, clocked Connor. Now he's still trying to get that thing under him as they're going in turn 1 and 2. But now Anthony Clark has checked out away from Danny Vanderveen, who is in 2nd. Doug Vermillion sliding up high, going off of turn number 4. Clark, your leader. Vanderveen in 2nd. Clark coming up on lap traffic. Steckler about to go a lap down to Anthony Clark as we got a battle between the 14C and of Cheyenne McCulley and Connor Brown. 2 laps to go for Anthony Clark. Contact with Clark and Cheyenne. Cheyenne, little bobble goes up high. Whoa, easy, Cheyenne. Keeps it straight. We're still green. Coming to the white flag this time. Anthony Clark off of turn number 4 through lap traffic. Ramsey Meyer to the inside of Doug Vermillion. But it's all Anthony Clark up front down the backstretch going into turn number 3. He has checked out on the field. Slow car. He's got to fight through. Watch out. Come down. And he still takes the win. Oh, caution's out. Wait a minute. The caution came out before the checker. Gilbert Aldape, that right rear is not supposed to be angled like that. Gilbert Aldape's right rear tire is cambered in way too far. Probably after that contact on the wall. Cleared the track, Anthony Clark
Your race leader, Danny Vanderveen, in second, followed by Ramsey Meyer, Doug Vermillion, and Connor Brown. Nice, easy pace as they go into turn number 3. As the RPMs come up, we are racing once again. Connor Brown to the inside of Doug Vermillion. Gets a nice jump up there. He's got the 4th position, trying to find more. Green flag is out. We are racing once again as we got a battle for 3rd shaping up between Meyer and Brown. Into 3 once again. White flag will be coming out for Anthony Clark. What does Meyer have for Vanderveen? What does Vanderveen have for Clark? As they go into turn number 1, Meyer to the high side a little bit, trying to get some momentum to go on Vanderveen. But it is all Anthony Clark out in front as he sails through 3 and 4. Coming down the front stretch, your feature winner is Anthony Clark in the 8A. Second is 69 of Danny Vanderveen, Ramsey Meyer, Connor Brown, Doug Vermillion. Then it's Austin Honeycutt, Trent Reed, Cheyenne McCauley, 13M, Taylor Brown, and then 50S, 5A, 16W, and the 71B. As he comes around down the front stretch here, your feature winner, Anthony Clark. Great run down to take the lead and hold it off as Meyer and Vanderveen were coming after him.
Step on up here, my friend. All right, so got to the lead from about mid-pack. Once you got up there, you were battling it out with Vanderveen and with Ramsey Meyer. Talk about that run.
Well, coming to get the white flag, and there was a caution, so it kind of worried me. And I looked over and seen Danny. Well, he's a good friend of mine, so I knew he raced me clean, so I didn't have to worry about him. But I don't know. This car's on rails. I don't know why, but I can't thank everyone behind me. My mom and my dad came here for the first time, so this means a lot for me to put in a victory lane.
So 2 wins in a row back-to-back. Talk about that here at the new Raceway Park.
Feels pretty good. I'm going to keep coming back. I love it up here.
All right, real quick, talk about the people and the businesses that help keep this 8A going up and down the road.
Kurt at Prison Signs, my wrap guy. Sargentson Racing at back of Nebraska. My best friend, West Omaha Irrigation and Lawns. Larry Auto Savages helped me on my motors, all the parts I need. Steyer Motorsports is my doctor. He's also another racer, so he's been good to me. My grandma, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, Dennis, Doc, everybody behind me to make this thing possible. It means a lot to me.
All right, well, congratulations, and go for 3 in a row next week.
Gonna try.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, your M&T Motorsports Sport Compact winner, the 8A of Anthony Clark.